is it okay for me to use this video on Artiste Reasoning?
Yes, I give full permission. We're getting ready to do this interview.
This is what I said. We're getting ready for the interview?
Yes.
Yeah, man, this is Artiste Reasoning. And today's guest is the man that shaped the dub music and shaped reggae music history from the get-go as a youth. Scientist, welcome.
Blessed to see you again, man. Long time.
Long time. So, let us just get straight to the point. I know that you started the same time with me because we are the same age.
Yes.
And I figure more or less that we started at the same place. You want to tell us about Studio One where you started out first?
Yes. I started working at Studio One where I did a bunch of recording for Willie Williams, Amma Gideon, Johnny Osborne, Freddie McGregor, and then I worked on your songs.
Which was Rubber Dub Style?
Rubber Dub Style was one of them.
So what you did on Rubber Dub Style?
I overdubbed the instruments. Like Mr. Dad was using Bagger Walker to play over the bass. He was using Pablo Black, and he was using on keyboard, and he was using other musicians. Arsmouth, yep.
Play
over the drums, and I did that, and then Mr. Dad, I think, recorded you on it. You know Bim Bim?
No, I don't know Bim Bim.
Bim Bim, the photograph that I gave you at Studio One, the next guy, he was Mr. Dad's right-hand man, Bim Bim, that gave me my first orientation at Studio One, showing me, well, you plug the mics here, support.
Yes.
Bim Bim.
Because I was going to ask you, how was your time there?
It was good, you know. You know, when you go to kindergarten school,
yeah.
Yeah. It was, I can't knock Mr. Dad, because Mr. Dad gave just about everybody a break.
A break.
Yeah. So he gave me my break, so...
what age, you know? Tell me what age, you know?
I was 16, 17, somewhere in that time.
Two away?
Huh?
Two away, because Rubber Dub Style doing same age.
Yes, and
17.
Then we did Sugar Mine at, and most of the artists that come from in that time.
In that time. So that means say you know everybody from Jackie Me Too, Scatterlights. Them pass through.
Oh yes.
But me say them a pass through because we did it so we can't help not noticing them.
Yes. I did overdub some keyboard with Jackie Me Too. A lot of great musicians. Yeah, I remember one guy used to play a hobo, I think Mr. Campbell. I don't know if you know him, but again, Jamaica had so much great musicians, man. I just wish if they got more props and recognition.
Yes.
Yeah, but I had a great time at Studio One.
That me want to say, but I think your time at Studio One was great.
Of course.
You know, you talk about. And Mr. Dad was a good person to you?
Yes, Mr. Dad not going to make you go home with your pocket empty. Don't care how small it is. Him go, Jackson, him call everybody Jackson.
Everybody Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson. And what I learned about him, if you notice, his big toe, I was dancing.
Yeah.
But when he see him big toe come like this, look for the right hand reach, that means him hand happy.
Him hand happy?
Yeah. When he see the big toe stand up stiff like that, you know, somebody probably go and get punched.
You ever seen punch anybody?
No.
But you only hear, so?
Only hear, but again, you have to do something to piss him off, because I'm not going to punch you like that. You have to do something to justify getting hit.
He must come to me and smile, more like a father figure.
Yes, he was.
When we did Studio One, more like a father figure.
Yes.
So, you leave Studio One, and then you go to King Tubby's. You want to tell us about King Tubby's?
Yeah, well, I was in between Studio One and King Tubby's, but I found that You can't play for 2 football teams.
At the same time.
Yeah, like Lakers or Dodgers.
And the Clippers at the same time. You can't play for the 2 teams. You have to choose one.
Never choose one.
Oh.
So I end up choosing Tubby's because, you know, it had the best of both worlds. I could do electronics because my first job, I started learning electronics, building amplifiers, fixing television. So Tubby's had both environment, and then Tubby's just basically say, you want to learn to swim? And just push me off in the water and give me the keys and say, swim.
Swim?
Yeah.
So you
have to learn everything for myself.
By yourself?
Yeah.
So you're self-taught?
Yes. He made me a bet.
Yeah.
Bet if I send you around here, because I would say, hey, Thomas, I can't that. He said, so many big men come here and fail, man. How you come in here with my crazy thoughts about moving faders, wait, like what you see now, unlimited track. Pretty much everything you see going on in the digital world.
And you learn it all by yourself?
Yes. Self-taught engineer, self-taught mechanic.
You were a mechanic before you started out?
I know to fix cars. I just don't do it. I have my little amigo mechanic because he have the tools.
Hold on. So before scientists, because we know the name scientist must be in the music world, right?
Yes.
So as a youth growing up, just give me a little input into that.
Like we usually have 150 bikes, so we know to break it down, take off the heads, shave off look like the head, so you get like a more torque out of the bike. Cut off the muffler, them say,
So your technical skills did develop to do all kind of things?
Yes.
So when you go into the studio now, are the same thing?
Pretty much. I got bored at school because I didn't want to hear about Christopher Columbus who discovered the people property and them nonsense there with the Babylon training.
You know that the name Chris?
Eh?
You said Christopher Columbus?
Yeah, I never want to hear about Christopher Columbus, the discover Jamaica. We could go and discover a place where you find people living.
He make it known, say people there over here, so, but him not discover.
Yeah, he make it known that but not discover. So I get tired of all of that. I didn't want, I could read and write good enough. And one of the problems with school, if the kid want to be a carpenter, read and writing is important, but after you reach a certain stage, if you want to be a carpenter, start teaching about carpentry. You don't need to be taking a whole bunch just subjects that you go and forget later on in life. So I left.
At what age?
I left from when I was about 16, 17, and I was basically, as them call it, sculling school.
You that's called school?
Yeah, man, and not going to school. So my cousin usually cover for me. When the report let us come home, Hopeton Brown has not been in school, he would tear them up. So one day my grandmother get a roll late.
Oh yeah?
And she said, how was school today? And me and my line asked, oh, school was good, Grandma. And what did you all? We did maths and we did history and blah, blah, blah. So we had a belt every time you go and get a whipping named Willie.
Wow.
So she said, go get Willie. Anybody who go get the whipping, that's who go get the belt. That was the most taunting thing. You have to go get the rope that go hang. So I get a whipping from my grandmother, my auntie, my grandfather. So back them time they growing up in Jamaica, anybody see you behaving unruly, will whip your ass and send you home to your parents.
So Mr. Brown ass get whipped.
I get a whipping.
Overturn. Brown ass get whipped.
Yeah, I tell you, it was over whipping.
Which school was that?
I was going to Norman Garden High School.
Norman Garden High School. And you school? To learn trade?
Yes.
Basically?
Yes.
To learn for something what you like?
Yeah, yes, and so I got so used to whipping that if I never get a whipping, it's like something that I feel now. So one time, again, a chief and go studio one, and my grandfather sent me for the belt and them lift up him man. And it's like him no say it never make no sense. I go on, get out of our sight.
Grandpa?
Yeah, because him no say, I go on, it make no sense. I get several beatings.
No, but why you choose, all right, why never fix bike? Why you choose music?
Well, let's see. When I was growing up, right, I was hanging out with a couple elders, right? And there was the beer and cigarette crowd, right? And one individual that, he was a bike mechanic also. Them guys, if I did follow them, the beer and cigarette crowd, that was leading me down the wrong street.
The wrong street?
The wrong street of life, based on things that I want to do. And then I meet some Rasta man. Them time we moved to Harborview. Right, and me and Fred Locks them and Matuti.
From them time there?
Yeah,
Fred Locks?
Yeah. So my first spliff was my last cigarette.
Interesting.
And then I start learn about the oppression of the Christopher Columbus. Cause you go Rasta school, you learn about the Babylon system and how oppressive.
Which is true.
And then right after that, when I was in Harborview, a neighbor of mine that me and him used to fix TV and build radio transmitter, passing him house, and I hear him playing a King Tubby's record, a brethren named Michael Clark, white Jamaican. So he introduced me to Tubby's Roots of Dub, and from that point is what prompted me to want to meet Tubby's.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, this is what prompted me to want to meet Tubby's, and then I met Tubby's, and then basically you want to swim, go jump off in the water.
But how you reach a Studio One?
Huh?
How you reach there?
Studio One, I just somebody say, I don't quite remember, because them took it 40 years ago, but I happened to meet Mr. Dad.
47 years ago.
47 years, but happened to meet Mr. Dad. I'm not quite sure how I met him. You remember in front of Studio One, he used to have a guy there that used to have a hotel, a dread.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he was the one who...
A slap shop.
What? Yeah.
A little motel.
Yeah, a little motel.
Yes,
yeah.
I remember.
And he introduced him to Dad, but 47 years ago, 47 years ago was a long time.
That's when I do rubber dub style.
Yeah, from them time there, yeah.
It's a good while at,
Yeah.
So we're glad we cleared the part. So you reach a Tubby's, so I'm chewing in the water.
Yeah.
And tell us to swim.
Yeah.
But because you have your skills, I work on bike and all them things, you just know, say, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, plus I watched them mix one of the dub them mix before. So so when I meet them, I was thinking about, hey, Tubby's want to build a console, but I get to realize it's not a one-man operation. It's not like he just building an amplifier. It's not a one-man operation. So I kind of gave up on that idea because it was a more precise electronics. But because I had that background in electronics, when they pushed me to the water and said swim, I figured out what to do.
Wow. Electronics background.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, So you could have balanced out things. That's what you're basically saying.
Yeah.
So when you see the console in front of you now, how you see yourself? You see yourself as an engineer, or you see yourself as an artist where you're going to just go all over the place with this music? How you see yourself?
At first, when I didn't really understand my full value, I was more looking at it as engineering. But after travel the world, several different countries around the world, and see how people appreciate the dub business, then I now see myself as an artist because they pay the money to see me.
Of course.
They pay the money to see me.
And you were. So how long you stay at King Tubby's?
I stayed there, let's say this. What year we did diseases?
1981.
81, right. So somewhere in that time, because it was Tubby's then to Channel One.
So the experience with Tubby's, was it good?
He hardly ever come to the studio. One of the things that I appreciate doing around there is I was my own boss, fixing TV, people come for buy copper wire. I wind up the copper wire, sell them. I cut dub plate, I work as much as I want, and when Tubbies come at evening time, just sit on them chair and just hand him a pile of money. Count it, and by the time you look, him gone again.
Were you compensated properly? The truth. I may attack. Artist reasoning. In a year, looking at it now, you think you were, because of your age, because you were very young?
A lot of people take advantage of that. A lot of people just say, what kind of strange sound that we don't use to them sounds there, but when it got to London, and the people hear it, then because I want to take advantage, I'm always complaining that something wrong just to get a free mix.
Okay.
And compensation, well, it could have been better. Could have been better.
Right.
What Tubbies did that I'm very grateful for, he gave me a lifetime opportunity. Right, he gave me that opportunity. People didn't know of me the way they know of me is when I reached the Tubbies.
The Tubbies.
Yeah, so he gave me that opportunity. We all know how Tubbies is. No one is perfect.
No one.
He has a little,
Yeah.
you know, but you know, the way how him left the world under the circumstances, I don't like that. He don't like that. Because here's why. Is few things put Jamaica on the map. One of them is Rasta, right? One of them is the music. The next one is weed, and what else? Tourism.
Tourism, the culture, because them come for the food.
The culture. So them four things put Jamaica on the map. And where I fault the Jamaican government is that when you see people like Junior Biles sleeping in a trash can, national treasures, and them dying poor, them people have to do GoFundMe to bury them. People like John Holt who put Jamaica on the map. The Jamaican government should have stepped up to the plate and make sure Tubby's artifacts don't leave just the way them preserve Bob Marley's studio.
Yes.
It makes sure that those things don't leave. And when I got to Brazil the other day, I saw Tubby's console.
See the console
Inside of a museum. That should never be.
So they're Jamaica.
It should have been in Jamaica, and then again, when people don't know the value of things, his daughter never know the true value of it.
Yeah.
That's why when you have your kids, like what you see Mr. Chindo, you have to teach them the business. It's better if you show somebody how to fish,
Than
right?
give him a fish.
And give him a fish every day.
Than give him a
And
fish.
because Tubbies never did show them how to run the business or be a part of the business like what Mr. Chin would do. Then after he passed along, then the pirates come and people come and take advantage of them, and they basically give away the console.
Yeah.
And then it end up somebody who knew the true value of it. It end up in there.
In there, right. So you would have been a better son for Tubbies.
Better what?
You would have been a son. If you're his son, it would have been much better because you know everything.
Well, one
the benefit of the what were you laughing?
Well, because Tubbies, him schooled me one day. You're not coming into my family. Leave my daughter alone. Leave my daughter alone. Because his wife Norma usually, looking back, I see she usually cordial because when we go over Tubby's house, at evening time, should have my little plate and freight I'm round there playing, you know.
Yeah, she liked the blend.
But no. And then his mother and everybody usually nice to me, his side of the family.
Yeah.
So when me go around that place named Waterhouse, because my grandfather was a police, you know.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so one day after I get a ass whipping, right, for smoking weed and hanging out with Rastaman and all this stuff there.
Yeah.
So him dignitary friends, I'm outside. So I pass him, I smell that weed on him. I hear them. Is that your grandson?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to some Tubby's place in Waterhouse. I'm saying, Waterhouse? You remember that place where we used to raid when we was in the forest? So, So one day Tubby's dropped home and my grandmother see him. I know what he doing to my grandson. He giving him that thing to smoke. Poor Tubby's. Tubby's didn't even smoke a cigarette.
Never even smoke a
He
cigarette?
never even smoke a cigarette. But because he was always in the news because of his sound system and the type of people that put themselves around the sound system, a lot of people believe that he was involved in some gang. I'm responsible. But knowing him, I never see any clue of that. He's always a man was very professional, very neat, stick by himself, mind him own business. As I say, no one is perfect. He might have him little downside to him, but I'm extremely grateful for the lifelong opportunity that he gave me. I wish if he was around. Just imagine if Tubby was around now, and me and him go do a tour.
The world is yours.
Yeah, I know.
The world would be yours.
I know. And then the last time
was he calm?
Huh?
Was he calm? Was he a calm person?
Very conservative.
Wow.
He was a conservative. Have you ever met him in person?
Yes, I got here, go cut double.
Yeah, he was a very calm person. The only thing in business about is the business. He loves money.
Who don't? Who don't love money?
Yeah.
But him is a businessman.
He's a businessman. You can't fault him for that. He had them little ways where he didn't like to depart with money.
Interesting.
That's the only thing I could say about him. He didn't like to see his money go. Money didn't, that was his weakness. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows. Well, enough of these people might be watching us right now in some different countries, don't know that, but you're making it known right now.
Yes, but when you look on the good versus the bad,
more good.
More good, and there's one little problem everybody can say about him.
What is that?
Yeah, he don't like to depart with his money.
That's the only problem.
That's the only problem I found with him. Otherwise, him leave me. I do what I do. I have the key. I'm the only one. And for Tubby's make you handling money, that's what shocked everybody. That's what shocked everybody. I'm the 16-year-old handling Tubby's money and my 2 pockets full with money. I know something is where I learned often to have mutual respect. That you know about Waterhouse and its reputation.
Oh yes.
Right?
Oh yes.
And the gospel truth, not one person ever look at me the wrong way. I see other people come around there and get them ass kicked because I see them go send buy a box of food and them one will sit down and eat in front of a whole bunch of hungry belly people and not even offer them none.
Yes.
And them act like because them is this, them bigger than life. Right? And as a result, them get them ass kicked, people look down on them. Me, if it would been 1980 election when all this stuff was going on around here, bunch of people, and I wish I did a bunch of time offer me them places there. And then we set up a little something on the floor, and because I have to be back at the studio at 10 o'clock, a bunch of time I just crashed there.
You crashed there?
I crashed there, yeah. Nobody, not
in a Waterhouse.
Not one.
He was respected.
Yeah, because you see, if you get respect, you have to give respect. Give respect.
Never sang us,
Yeah, you have to give respect. And don't care who them is. Usually, I like a man in front of the studio named Pius. Yeah, so even him, a lot of people, I give him respect. A thing was going on where it's funny. Some people wanted to come to him for some magical work. So him said, Duppy, say, here's what you do, man. When you in your house at night time, you hear the stuff them coming down on the roof, down, so not just the inside. So what Pius them do, him and them boys them go with ice
and stone the house.
Stone the house, but again, him get my respect. Everybody did I kind of push him one side.
Yeah.
But a lot of time I see I walking on Drummond Avenue there, him is one of the first person I see.
Oh yeah.
So I ain't gonna just pass him.
No, you're not gonna pass Pius or something.
And just, yeah, Pius, everything good? Him say, everything good, my son. I'll go inside, leave him. Other people who grew up around him and know him, them kind of scorn him like. I just go around there as a stranger. I don't have that privilege.
Yeah, you know, come there for come the people them call.
Right.
You just come to drink some milk.
Drink some milk, and that's what everybody noticed. So because of that, now everybody in that community look out for me. One time I had an incident around here. You know, Big John, we usually have stirgraph. Hey, I want to go and buy. If anybody want food there, so them give me the bicycle, right? So when them see me come back without the bicycle, them say, where the bicycle there? So I explained to them what happened. And John pushed me inside them car because he was from that political wing. And them drive me over Tower Island, them see the bicycle, and that guy them never beat to them, deal them pretty.
So them take the bicycle from you?
Him take what the bicycle from me.
Them take the bicycle from you, so you tell him about that, so and him go back for the bicycle? Him
and a bunch of guys, them push me inside of the car, wanting me to show. Them, I didn't even have to show them. Them see me probably the bicycle. So them grab him. Cause you know Penrod Road, I forget what it is. Like over this line is PNP, over this line is JLP.
Okay.
And then paint him up red, and paint him all over PNP. Sorry.
Why Jamaican in them time then?
Boy. But I'm glad I didn't have to point him out, and that was the only incident.
Wow.
Only incident. Only
minus.
Yeah, minor. Him come from over that side. Him take me off of the bicycle and kind of rough me up a little bit. So when them see me come back without the bicycle.
Yeah, I get you.
And if you never try, them just take me, push me to the car and say, come.
And go start it out.
Huh?
And then them go start it out.
Yeah. Jamaica have that kind of code about it. Because some of the people, even though people give them a bad name and them is this and them is that and them will do things, not one of them ever look at me the wrong way.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very
Just
good.
because of mutual respect, because them know that if I go get a box food, back them time, everybody, if it's one dumpling, everybody go get peas and...
You're kind to them?
Yeah, kind to them, and we usually keep bottles. If people come to the studio, we save up bottles. Same time, one of them people they come with hustle, them can go take the bottles them and carry down to the corner shop, change it out and get some money. So I always look out for them and them look out for me. Or else I couldn't stay around there with my pocket full of money and them don't do me anything.
So King Tubby was your home then? Yeah,
I usually just sleep, just go home to sleep and be back at the studio at 10 o'clock, and then Tubby's him come in the afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock, something like that.
Respect to that.
Yes.
So from Tubby's now, you transcend to my studio now, Channel 1.
Yes.
So who introduced you to Channel 1 and what was the experience down there?
Jojo, well, before Channel 1, I have a friend, Errol Cuff, right, that me and him used to work at Lane's Radio and TV, but him usually have a shop beside Bunnelly. So I remember because him taught me a lot about TV. He was a senior engineer to me. When you're fixing the TV, if you see a white line go across the screen and you see like a little hook at one of the end, then you know it's the yoke. If you see a white line across the street going like this, well, don't look in this stage, just stick in the horizontal stage. The problem, so I'm giving my first pointers in fixing TV.
Television, yeah.
Yeah, because I've been doing it. All the guy that we've been doing it, but he give me a lot of pointers. But he used to ride a Honda 50, and sometimes me and him going on little TV runs, little thing. I was his, what do you call it, pillion?
Yeah, the pillion, yeah.
Yeah, and him would, I remember him go to Channel 1 one day for buy some bike parks. I didn't really realize it was a studio back then.
Because the brothers them have the bike and all.
And everybody have the bike. So one day some reasoning come up because round at Tubby's, it becomes like you're playing Russian roulette. It gets a bad one at a time. Right.
Not so much bad boy.
Yeah.
Bad boy like
so
that.
even though, and then the problem about it is right on the border. So the other side we see you nice with everybody over there. Them probably not cool with some of the people them.
And that are the 70s, you know, so we know we are going.
Yeah, them over there watching you, see you cool. Because what I go and do, I have to pass them every day. I can't act like I don't
See them.
after acknowledge them. So you and you might not be cool. I'm just because them see me and you, them say if you can't catch Quacky,
You catch him short.
yeah, so because when I saw that was going on, one day I just decided, after I remember about Channel 1, Herald remember about it,
Go get the parts them now.
yeah, I remember about it. So I got down there, and I think I did met Jojo. That time I'd built a repetition already, and Jojo said, okay, all right. But at first it was a fight. It was a fight for make a bread because the way it go, like one engineer have his work there from Monday to Tuesday. That if you come and you want an engineer to work in your time, my work day, which was a Friday and a Saturday, and you, the artist, come or the project come and say, I want that as my work day, I have to just step aside. So being as me as the newcomer and everybody used to these people, nobody respect my work there. Nobody.
You are talking about Barnabas, you are talking about
But me and Barnabas is cool.
A whole part engineer, Camille did it too.
Yeah, me and Barnabas was good.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Soji, Bonitama, or Maxi,
Bonnie.
them just okay. So I never.
New kid on the block.
Yeah, new kid on the block.
Yeah.
So I never present in one of them work there. So when I see what was going on, okay, so you all want to play ball the unfair way. All right. So since you all don't respect my work there, anytime people want me work, I'm going to just work.
Well,
what's good for the geese is good for the gander.
Yes.
So my work there, somebody want me, as what them come from England and then book the studio for a week. I know says pressuring for me to do the whole thing, so me and Barnabas share the work. I don't want all them, never been the kid that want all the money for myself. So
which is good.
I start working my work, anybody work there. So I was getting a big fight from them, and one of the engineers don't want to call him name, but I show you God powerful. Him say, from you start work down here, you fuck up everything, and holding on onto the knob, the volume control, I break off in him and in the half position. And same time, Ernest come inside and him looking at me and say, I don't know if you know Peter Kims, I want to engineer and rang it, and I train Peter. And everybody said, no, it's him break it off, it's him break it off.
Wow.
So it break off in the half position, and for every day, everybody's cramming because they can't hear none through the speaker. They can't hear none, but because I'm an electronic engineer, now I rig it, says only me one can turn it up. And the best place to hide something, something is right under them nose.
Right under them nose.
Right under them nose. They're there and everybody there, them can't figure out. So guess what now? Anytime.
Work for one, only you alone.
It's only me alone.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, so God just working that because you blaming me. After I got on there and you are learning from me. Because I changed the sound down. It was always a good studio, but I bring it to a level that none of you all never bring it to. Plus I was the only one working for Jojo. So when other people see that it's only me alone doing Jojo session, and then everybody gravitate to want to work with me. And then after that, that incident with the knob, then it go on for like a while. After it go on for a while and them can't get okay, because them acting like them is some big time engineer. So it's my time now for sure y'all see you don't know the board that good. Yeah. And then after a while they say, you know what, yeah.
You're gonna fix it.
Me alone can't do the work, and I don't want all the dumpling for myself. Yeah. So look here, this is how you do it. Bam. And them say, what? It's right in front of them face. But I trick them. Usually I have a knob, and time you press that button, the light come on. So I just take out the bulb so them don't know.
If it's on or not.
Yeah, so them not thinking about that. Because them not electronic engineer for rig it.
Wow.
So I just show them after a while and show Ernest, and then I think Slide on Bar eventually carry it. Well, that first attempt to bring down the knob, him did last it through custom until them get a replacement, or if them even get a replacement. But it went on for a long while that everybody used it like that. So the fight was always there because, you know, you're still a newcomer on the block. Them people grew up around here. And then when I look at both sides of it, the damn round here ain't no different from Tubby's. It's like jumping out of the frying pan into the fire.
Right now the fire.
Yeah, you know the type of people I mean, usually stand up around here and them gamble.
Right at the front.
And then I remember one, the cue was, you know, Zebby.
Oh, Zebby right at the control the gate.
The gate
come
man
inside.
come to the studio, them tell
And the
who,
studio, yeah.
and them giving everybody money to Zebby. Everybody, so when I go for my paycheck, the people, I mean, intense people who gamble crown and anchor game is not easy people. And them say, oh, your paycheck fatter than everybody's paycheck. So I said, no, this is too much like a setup.
God, they want them to see a paycheck, them never see it, you know.
Yeah, and so I stopped collecting my paycheck on Friday, so no one know when I collect my paycheck.
Thank you very much.
And by that time, pile up and say, you know what, we can't bother this no more, you know. So I usually, at evening time when I have to go uptown, I usually, at Hope Road and Half a Tree, I usually just go to Tuff Gong. I hang out a little bit with the Daily Lions and the Whalers. So Daily said to me, why don't you work up here? Come up here, come work with us. So one day Willie William was doing a session and I was in the studio, checking them out, them see us smiling. So I'm saying, what that little smurf on your face about? I said, okay, Willie, book a session one day, I'll show you. And really well, this console here, the way everybody been mixing everybody record, I'm really just using monitor mode, but the console can't do this. And from that now, everybody from Channel 1 shut down. Yeah, closed. Because it was in a bad neighborhood. No musician don't want to get there for 6 o'clock. So uptown, Tuff Gong was a much safer neighborhood.
Well, Tuff Gong for a minute. Remember now, my album, Down Pressure, we have on Diseases.
With Dr. Dread?
No, and with Junjo Lawes.
Yeah.
You mix it. But before you reach Tuff Gong, because you got to reach back at Tuff Gong, you know. Tell us about your relationship with Junjo. Because you mix my biggest tune, Diseases.
Yeah, well, part of the reason why they would kind of prompt me to leave Tubby's, when I look back now, I have a different outlook, but looking back then, me and Junjo Lawes' repetition kind of did get rocky.
No, before I get rocky, I must say, either work for him, you know.
It was working for him, so my cousin them who live in the UK tell me about all these albums that I never even know nothing about. So I approached Junjo about it, tell him I wasn't too happy about it. And him eventually tell me, hey, if you want royalties, go talk to Chris.
No, you're gone too far. I must say, you mix my song, you know. So at that time, you and Junjo had a good relationship.
It was mended back.
How did you start to mix with Junjo? Maybe I ask the question wrong. How did you meet Junjo and start working for Junjo? That's what I mean to ask.
Okay, so Junjo came to the studio and I said I was Tubby's, I was still green. So he wanted the regular engineer who should work because I'm a kid and you know what kind of experiment I don't want him work on my things. They wanted the princess to work. So the princess was very unreliable.
Wow.
So Tubby's not mixing it. The only way you go and get it mixed is if you make him mix it, vice it. So nervously pick up the tape, put it on, vice, Barrington Levy, Collie Weed on it. And then the song take off, me take off, Junjo take off, everybody take off. And that was pretty much the last time I fixed a TV. I was engineering. Oh, you want to swim? Here go. Here go your break, there go swim. Prior to that, I was fixing TV and just winding transformer and doing little thing. But you want to swim, you boast, you know you can swim. Okay, here's the keys. Go learn to swim. So that becomes the big success for everybody. Everybody broke out at that. It was a big, deep break for green sleeves and everybody from that time. So after that, start climbing the hill, and then
So how many albums you mix with for Volcano? So can you mix mine?
Ty and Michael Prophet, Barrington Levy, Wailing Soul. But just about everybody you see on the Volcano. So me and him, we had this falling out after the album started coming out, and he wasn't telling me anything about it, because he himself didn't know about the record business, the business part of it. Himself didn't know. But J-Life used to come pick me up.
Yeah.
J-Life used to come pick me up because I forgot to the studio because me and Junjo had that brief falling out. And then after that going on, and I see a whole bunch of people that's taking advantage, then I decide with what's going on, you know what, let me leave this alone and give it a break. And that is when I come to Channel One now.
Okay.
Come to Channel One. And by that time coming to Channel One, I already developed a name, more skilled. And I wanted was to also extend my knowledge in doing real drums, doing real Tubby's. It was only a place where you could do
editing.
Huh?
Tubby's was more like an editing studio.
It was more like a place where people come to the vocals. You couldn't really record a big band like you could at Studio One and Tubby. So I wanted was to further my skills in that. So the opportunity came up to go on at Channel One, and I took advantage of it. But I find it was too much of a fight. Jumping out of the frying pan to the fire, both of them is hard.
That is true. So Junjo, all right, back to Henry Junjo Lawes, because I really want to talk about Henry Junjo Lawes and the relationship, because I Voice, Diseases, the whole album. Yeah. Soji was the one that took some of the voices.
Yeah. I remember when I recorded the track with Radix.
You recorded, big up Roots Radix, Flabba Old, Style Scott, Dwayne Pinkney,
Bingy Bunny and
Steely. So very good. So I know that you worked there a lot. I can remember when I do Diseases and I was coming out. Steve said to me, say, too much big words, Michigan man. The song there too much big words, and I said to him, say, swallow man, you soon see what, wait till the drop.
Who said that to you?
Steve. He was Junjo. He man is part Junjo.
Oh, well,
you remember him?
Vaguely.
Yeah. In the right at the door. As me walk out, so him say, too much big words. But after that, youth man. So him couldn't grasp it.
Comprehend, yeah.
Yeah, him can't comprehend. He couldn't comprehend disease. And I want the world to know, say that Junjo didn't produce me. He was the executive producer. But
half of the time Junjo's wasn't on the session, he just drop off the tapes with I don't know if you remember Melon, him brother.
Melon.
Yeah, and him gone about him business. Him just come in when everything done. But he was the executive producer.
The executive producer. So we soon reached to Greensleeve because him give all of the stuff to Greensleeve. And I never signed a contract with Junjo or Greensleeve, but make we go up a Tuff Gang now. Tell us about Tuff Gang. Yeah,
so after I find that you jumping from out the farm pan into the fire working at Channel One, it's basically the same environment. You leave no musician not working down there after 6 o'clock. You know them other drive-by shooting down there where people get shot. So you get to figure out it's like I had more protection around at Tubby's versus around there. So the same kind of elements. One them from up north, see you friendly with the one at south. And then becomes a target. You have to be leaving around there 3 o'clock in the morning, all of that. So I decided, and around here too, just as equally hot. So I will usually go and hang out, as I said, sometime up by Bob's Daily Alliance. Say, hey, what about if we start work here? So it's sinking, and I made the decision I start work up there. And that becomes a new place.
Who was the engineer up there? Brown?
Errol Brown was
Errol
up
Brown.
there. And I think Trini.
Trini?
Trini, yeah.
Trini or Trini? One of them. Him same one?
Yeah, him same one.
Him same one.
Yeah, me and Trini had a good relationship.
Him voice, One Love Jam Down.
That was for Dr. Dread?
No, that was Janet Enright.
Yeah, yeah. So me and him was cool. But based on what I go up there and show everybody about the console, and then it start have this people. I wouldn't have to go to Channel 1 for that type of sound. Because I remember Tuff Gong, when you look on the discography of Jamaica, all of them said Tubby's and Channel 1.
Yeah.
And Dynamics was a stamper place where people go. But majority of the work either mixed at Tubby's or mixed at Channel 1. Yeah, so Tuff Gang now, with what was going on, we feel like, you know what, it's better we support our own type. And people would love that because, remember, Bob was there, where he had Bob, Harry J, and Mr. Dad, but the industry was basically taken over by Chinese.
And Aquarius, and Chinese?
Aquarius was Chinese, Neville Lee, Byron Lee, Jojo, and the Vicious Vampires.
We'll soon go over the side. Stay right just a little bit.
yeah.
Stay,
I feel, and then Bob did just pass. I never did get to meet him. Yes, so I feel like it was a cause for support of our one type.
Yes.
So everybody liked that spirit, and them don't have to go down in the ghetto now, and them can get the same quality and the same punch.
Up a Tuff Gang.
Yeah, and then we did Brigadier Jerry was one of the first thing we do up there, Jamaica album.
Yeah.
So when people hear that, and we can get all them stuff, and then that's when I made Super Cat with him first set of recording. And we did a bunch of things, and me and Rita Marley, father, Papa Rai, and all of us was close. It was a close. And again, the mutual respect we have to show everybody. Show everybody, because you have a certain individual, it was just so bossy and show off, and then him wings get clipped.
Don't talk with a person, but let me just publicly big up Rita Marley from them time, because when I go up a Tuff Gang, Sister Rita Marley was very good to me. I have to publicly say that.
Yeah, and I think Diane Jobson.
She was there too.
Yeah, and a certain
lawyer.
Yeah, a certain individual, and they tell me, oh, it smell like weed. Don't want no weed on me. And
up a place where there's a weed man control.
There's a weed man control. And so me now, I usually smoke weed. I usually smoke like a chimney back them time there.
Wow. Okay.
So with me, people like Yabu would have never step foot up there. Them kind of people start come up there. So it become a Rasta man thing now.
But it is a Rasta man thing?
Yeah.
Because when we go there, I see all kind of Rasta play football.
Yeah.
I don't have Bob Marley out there play football, because when I go there, I see all kind of Rasta play football and I smoke weed.
Yes.
So you're right.
Yes, it becomes that now. So me and everybody, as them said, was grown. Diane Jobson, she upstairs doing what she, remember her?
Definitely.
The white dreadlocks.
Yeah,
and daily I smoke weed. Everybody's only one individual there don't smoke weed. They must two uptown, and them call it stush. So because of that now, me and everybody was more grounds. Me and Tyro and Downey and all of us used to sit down out and look a step.
At the step.
I heard Bunny Wheeler said, because we always reason about the system. Something came up, and Bunny Wheeler said to me, where you see Bob get out of the business? Don't think Bob get out of the business is dead.
Wow.
Because we were going down the line of why things is like this. And something mentioned about Bob, said Bob never achieved nothing. Him get him dead. Okay, so my eyes start open up. So when I find certain individual now, when I was working at Tuff Gang, broad daylight there and them only want to work at night time.
I wonder why.
So I'm wondering why too. So one of the individuals, I don't afraid for calling him because it's true. Choco, you remember him? The one where you said channel one. Him say, you take which sound carry go uptown. And I say, your sound carry go uptown. Because channel one, no business wasn't going on down there no more. Because you know the neighborhood. Yeah. Nobody don't want to work down there after night time. So certain individuals, them want to work night time. So, you know, I got fed up at the scene. So right before that, Tony Kelly, you know Tony Kelly, the engineer?
Tony and brother.
Yeah, well, Dave Kelly. Dave, so Tony, like a youth, you know, the ghetto, and him usually come hang out. Him and a girl that I used to deal with, the whole of them used to go over her yard and hang out. I would talk to them, meet me one day. And I look at him and him look distressed. And say, man, I want something to do with my life, you know. So that time nobody in the neighborhood know nothing about me, not even Valerie.
Wow.
Know nothing about me because I'm that type of person. I can live beside you, and if you don't know me already,
you're not gonna know me now.
You're not gonna advertise. So I carry him up Tuff, Gong, and oh God, it was overnight. Everybody knew what I did. It's like he blew my cover. So I carry him up there, and he said to his own mouth, I basically threw him a lifeline. Then it becomes the Tony Kelly, and then after that I just leave to the United States.
You leave to the United States?
Yeah.
But before you go to the United States, some of your dub album, why, no one talk about your dub album. Why you did dub album? I mean, you used to do mixes to everybody, but why you choose now that you want the dub album, and then you put a scientist that with all of that, the names on it. What brought you to that?
Well, what happened is recompilation. Because you know, in Jamaica, people don't just mix a 45 and mix a A side.
Yeah, we know that.
So we mix the B side right after we mix the A side. So because people like the DJ, them like the dance thing, they playing the dance. Tubby's had his dub album, so them think it's good, and so them compile all these tracks.
Oh.
And make a dub album.
That's how come the dub album come about?
Yes.
When this kid now, give us a story with the kid now.
Yeah. So when I moved to California, I think that's back in the 90s, early 2000. I was shopping at Trader Joe's, and a kid said, who recognized me, who is a fan, alerted me that, hey, I have this game, Grand Theft Auto, that I never heard of before, with your songs in it, and he loved it, dope. So I contacted Greensleeve and asked them about it. They say, yes, we license it. So I asked them, which was my right, what the deal is. Where's the paperwork? Oh, we got it from Junjo. We don't have to show you anything. Go get a lawyer if you that. So they underestimate me. I got a lawyer. The lawyer looked into it. The judge allowed it to go to court. Because when you're going to file a lawsuit, if the judge don't see any basis, they're going to say, well, then we're not allowing this to go to court.
Okay.
So got them. It went to court. It went to court and was in court with Greensleeves.
It was in court in Greensleeve.
Yeah.
So tell me something now. I know that they had witnesses that said that you were doing work for Aya. You want to tell us about that?
While I was in court, Greensleeve, they went to Pat Kelly, they went to Bonnie, and everybody who they tried to get to come and testify against me, they turned them down. The only rival that they could pick, because that guy is Slimy Jam, is very licky. The only person that he could get, because he had always had a vengeance against him, because Tubby gave me more privilege than him. He didn't have any permission to go into the studio by himself, because his hands was caught in the cookie jar several times. He was not trusted with the money. He had no permission to go inside the studio. So when I was working at Tubby's, he didn't like that idea. If he wanted to get into the studio, I would have to let him in. When I'm ready to go, he would have to go. So he didn't like that. See, he was the only one that was willing to come and perjure herself, the princess, in front of the federal judge. He came to court and said he was on the board of 3 directors. He taught me engineering. And mind me, I started that Studio One.
Yeah.
He taught me engineering. He was overseeing Henry Junjo Lawes session.
Yes.
And just a whole bunch of lies. And it's work for hire. He paid me. And the reason why I ignore that ruling, it holds no value. There was a famous case that set precedent for every other judge to follow. And a lower court cannot override the Supreme Court. He had a case where creative nonviolence versus Reed. And creative nonviolence paid Sculpture Reed, I think $500,000 to create a sculpture. They believed that they owned the copyright on it. They went to court. One lower court agreed with creative nonviolence. He paid him. And when he got to the Supreme Court says work for hire is only valid when it's in writing.
Wow.
It's a famous case that set the precedent for all cases with work for hire is only valid if it's in writing. Have to have it. And so Greensleeve have no contract with me. They have no contract with you. And producers cannot assign rights unless you don't know what you're doing, and then you assign the rights to the producer, and then from there on, the producer can do what they want to do with it.
Okay.
But with the entire Greensleeve catalog,
Yes.
with a special concern in Junjo Lawes, none of these artists signed any rights. So after I took them to court, because they had indemnified Rockstar Games that if anything happened in a lawsuit that they would take care of it. Rockstar had paid me off out of court because they saw the wrong. And I wish if more lawyers would do that.
Yes.
When they know that the client is in the wrong, just try and settle the case out of court. So John Carlos, they gave me a fair compensation, and then they turned around and sued Greensleeve because Greensleeve had indemnified them. Now after that lawsuit, Greensleeve sold a couple times, but they sold stolen property because they have no contract with any of the artists to sell anything. And even if they sell it, the property that they sell, which does not belong to them, each time they sell it, the artist was supposed to get some money out of it, till they finally sold it to this other crooks, the VP Records, that basically they bought a stolen Lamborghini and put on a different paint on it. It's still a stolen car. And VP Records, if you just Google it, how much lawsuits Greensleeve Records have, and I'm going back there, I'm going to point direct blame at the artists, at the lawyers. These lawyers know that their clients are committing a fraud. And under Rule 3 of the Bar Association, when a lawyer comes to find out that his client is committing a fraud, he has certain ethical duties. The first one is to try to deter the client. If that don't work, then he have to either tell the judge or drop the case.
Interesting.
Yeah, but not because, so what we have going on here is lawyer-assisted criminology, which is the same thing with Max Romeo and Universal. It's a clear violation, and instead of the lawyer say, look here, Universal, you in the wrong, just settle the case, just pay them like what Grand Theft Auto did.
Like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, them did the right thing. Them could have string it out with them bunch of lawyers, and them settle the case. They settle the case. So while we had, as I said, Greensleeve in court, with Chris Cedric and Chris Cracknell, that's when they imported Jammies into court and told a lie, big lie. And then he had this gunman call and threaten me and Jalife, which we have a recording there until now, that if we don't stop the lawsuit when he comes to New York, me and Jalife are going to be dead, this, that Jammies is his boss. And we have to stop this lawsuit You have to stop, we're going to be dead, all kind of a madness. So I don't know what's wrong with all these people who name Chris. We have Christopher Columbus, we have Christian. Yes, you Christian, why you don't do the right thing and just pay up the artists them? Why you don't do that? Christopher Columbus, Christian, Chris Cedric, Chris Cracknell, and pretty much all the Chris's that we know, except for, I don't want to paint with too much of a broad brush. There might be one or two Chris that is just good people. But from what history shows us, all of these people who name Chris is always a pirate. Like Christian, you, I'm talking to you. I know you from Jamaica. Why you don't pay off all these artists? You're so greedy. You and your family so greedy that you don't want to pay these artists the money. And then again, what we find happening is that these artists die, and then people still putting out them record and talking about them have a contract with the artist. Well, you can't have a contract with a dead man.
No.
You're supposed to settle the estate, right? Because you cannot. The moment the artist die, the contract also dies. But again, because of a whole bunch of bad learned behavior, right then, the artists them in Jamaica not getting any justice is where I blame the Jamaican government. Because, as I say, it's four things put Jamaica on the map. Rasta, ganja, the reggae music, and tourism, the culture that come out of Rasta. Mm-hmm. Right, that's what put Jamaica on the map. Not no politician, not nobody else. These artists, a bunch of them was just doing it for the love of the money, not realizing the business. Big business. And some unscrupulous lawyer write up some little crooked contract and basically get them to sign with them. Like again, you, Mr. VP, you and the unscrupulous lawyer, the other day you all approached me with a contract.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. And they think somebody is stupid. And this lawyer here, he's committing a crime. He's helping his client to commit a crime. The contract basically says if they breach the contract, I can sue them and I forgive all past debt.
Interesting.
All past debt, just sign here. So
they're not held liable for anything.
So wait. So that means you have an intention to breach a contract if you wish they breach all these other contracts with these artists.
Wow.
When you look at the amount of lawsuits facing them for artists, don't tell me that each and every one of these artists telling a lie.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, all of these artists. And then again, I don't know about you, but you getting any royalties of...
Royalties? Chona, me I did the interview, you know. Did you know that Greensleeve back then from England called me and said they have some money for me? Because Junjo tell me, say, when I go England, go check Chris, get your money.
He told me that too.
At first I was Chris Blackwell, but it's not Chris Blackwell, it was Chris
Cedric or Cracknell, which one of them, yeah.
But I didn't go to England. But Chris called me from England and said he have some money for me. So my brother and I was there. So I said to myself, this look good. I think at 12,000. So I think at 12,000 pounds, because I England I call from me. At 12,000 Jamaican dollars.
How much is it?
For diseases.
Nah. Let's do a simple math. We know that it sells more than 3,000 copies. Right?
Yeah.
So if you do $3,000 times $10, right, that's $30,000.
30,000.
And to press 3,000, right, which I know them probably sell it for more. Say back in them time there, it put under 1,000. So where's all that rest of the money?
Where the money? Disease is the first week. It's when I went to Sonic Sound. You know what my boy tell me, say, him put you already. Him tell you, you're not going to believe it, but Neverly tell me. Neverly tell me, say, Michigan again give you a gold record for this. I think we're going 36,000.
Right, 36,000.
Him tell me, give me, and guess what? Jojo asked me if I could do album film name Step by Step down at Channel 1. And then I don't know how Neverly find out about that, you know. I'm going to reach up a Sonic Sound and I'm saying to me, say, go do song for China man.
But him is a Chinese too.
Up to this moment, I couldn't believe it. I said, go do something for your China, man. I said, but I wasn't on no contract with Junjo, but the diseases sell 30,000 as it drop a road. So if I get 12,000 Jamaican dollars
Oh,
diseases.
Oh God.
So we can talk about the new artists now.
Yeah, what I'd like to see with some of these new artists, people like you, Roy, and all those DJs that from in that time come to you, pave the way, and we pave the way for all of these new artists that can drive on the road of reggae. And what I'd like to see them do is be more supportive of the older artists that came before them.
Yes.
When you're doing these shows where they're getting way more money, like one individual, he made more money than what you, Roy, would make. And why y'all don't invite some of these older artists on y'all shows? Y'all want the pie for yourself. It's not good for any one artist to stay in the spotlight all the while, because people will get tired of you. It's like you eating the same food every day. People after a while get tired of it. So carry on tour, so some of these newer artists can perform with you. Support them and big them up, thank them for paving the way. The other thing that I would like to see is the Jamaican government becomes more active in preserving the heritage. And we don't want to hear about artists like John Holt, who passed away, and he have to sit down in a morgue for months before they can bury him. And how much money it costing like that? Why the Jamaican government can't, okay, you do this, we give you a tax break. Just bury the artist and make him get him honor that they never get, because most of these artists, they never really making the money. They've been robbed by these record companies. And the Jamaican government, if they could step up to the plate, organize a legal team that they can go after these artists' pension, because your pension.
Yes.
Your pension. You know, is one of the most heartbreaking things I find for artists. You know, you have number one, like Junior Biles have number one record, several records, and the man, lying down in a trash heap.
Sad.
Yeah, it's sad because what? An unscrupulous lawyer, a crooked producer, swindle the artists out them royalties, just in the name of money. And I want all these new artists to know, producers cannot assign rights. Then most of them learning because the internet. A producer doesn't have the right. He only owned the sound recording, the tape that it was recording on. Yeah. He doesn't own the lyrics. He doesn't own any of the music. The people who create the lyrics and the music owns it.
Yes.
Right? And work for hire is not valid unless it's in writing. You need paperwork. So that lesson needs to be taught. And then back then, a whole bunch of them, they knew that. So some of them knew that, from back then, but it was hidden from the musicians, because the musicians believe that when them get paid back them time, they're 100, them believe that that was the only money, and they didn't know how to register the songs them and get the money that them should be getting.
Yes.
So I hope to see that those changes in reggae,
yes, that
these new artists can
achieve from.
Yes, and then the old artists, as I said, the Jamaican government need to step up to the plate and do something to collect those old royalties. And I hear Babs Grange, she's doing something about that. Big up to Babs Grange. Need to see it pushed further, where trust funds can set up for these artists. Yes. With good people who can manage the money, not put the fox in charge of the chicken coop. Right, we are next crook going to just get and say, claim that I'm in charge, and then make sure that the artists get their money. And it's not some next bureaucracy where you have to get X amount, if even $10, pay it out, give it to them.
Yes.
Because they need it. And then the sad part about it is like everybody's one by one leaving the earth. Because look how much artists we passed. We just lost Max Romeo.
Owen Gray?
Owen Gray gone?
Yeah.
Yes, and what them gone to them bed and leave them permanent sleep. Nothing much them can leave to them family. The only one that's been successful out of it is Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it needs some structure. And remember, music business is not a hobby.
Not a hobby.
It's a business.
It's a business.
And right now as we're speaking, we're in Los Angeles right now doing this interview. And right as we're speaking, some young artists who just want the glamour of being inside the studio, believing it's just a hobby. No, because sometimes with a lot of artists, it's the very first song, is the biggest song, and they never make any money from it. And it happened to a bunch of artists, even American artists. Again, it's going back to the unscrupulous lawyer and them record companies, right? Because these unscrupulous lawyers, their interest is not a matter of fairness, it's to get and grab as much as them can get for them crooked client. And screwing over everybody. So what needs to also happen, if a record company that interested in you, they should give you a certain amount of money, allot it against your royalty or whatever, so you can go seek outside counsel that is independent from their counsel to look over your contract.
Yes.
Because not everybody like me who can spot as according to paragraph 3. You have to go read what paragraph 3 is and paragraph 3. Christian, you are your crooked law. You must really think you deal with an idiot. As according to paragraph 3, you can breach a contract. That means you have an intention to breach a contract. And if I breach the contract, right, I can't sue you. What? And I sue anybody for you, and I must forgive all past.
All past.
Yeah, I mean I can't bring any more lawsuits. Well, you all stupid and crooked. Christian, please do the right thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, scientists. So you just talked to the engineers and the artists a while ago as to how they must protect themselves. And we thank you very much for coming on Artiste Reasoning and sharing your thoughts.
Yes.
It has been a pleasure having you right here, and I want to tell you that I have learned a lot from you also.
Well, give thanks. We're here to teach each one.
Yeah.
And here's my philosophy: live and let other people live. Don't try to be greedy.
Yes, which is a good philosophy.
Yeah, don't try to be greedy. Give Caesar what is due to Caesar.
Due to Caesar. Yeah, man. Thank you very much, scientists.
Much love.
Pleasure is mine, people. Walk good. And it's Artiste Reasoning, and it has been a pleasure being here with the great one, the dub master scientist.
Bless up everybody.
Yes. Yeah, man. So, thank you very much for a good interview.
Yes, sir.
And we see you again. Thank you very much, scientist.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Give thanks and praise to the Most High Jah. Enough love to each and every one. I wanna tune into Artiste Reasoning. With I, Papa Michigan. But thanks for listening.